The story begins with a young girl named Libby. Libby is shown in a hospital, being asked who killed everyone in her house. Time passes, and Libby grows up. One day, she visits her accountant. We learn that after most of her family died, kind strangers sent her money to help her survive. Libby got used to living this way and never had a proper job. But now, her accountant delivers bad news. Her funds are gone. Everyone who had been helping her has stopped. Libby is unsure what to do. She remembers a book she had written about her life and asks if it can bring her money. The accountant shakes his head. The book isn't selling anymore, but he encourages her to see this as a chance to discover her true purpose in life. Libby ponders this as she goes home and starts reading letters she received from fans. In one letter, she finds a suggestion about earning money with the help of a man named Lyle. The next day, Libby meets Lyle. He explains he runs a small community of people fascinated by murder mysteries. They love uncovering the truth behind crimes. He believes Libby's story could teach them a lot. Lyle offers her $500 to share her story. Libby asks for $1,000, and they settle on $700.
How much?
$500.
I want 1,000.
I can give you 700.
Fine.
The story flashes back to Libby's childhood. Her mother is cooking while her brother, Ben, comes in wanting to go outside. Their mom tells him to eat first. While eating, Ben removes his hat, revealing dyed hair. Everyone is shocked. Their mother is angry, warning him that people think he's involved in black magic or devil worship. She tells him to stop hanging out with those people and to stop ruining his life. Back in the present, Libby arrives at Lyle's club. Inside, people are acting out murder scenes, which makes her uncomfortable. Lyle tells her not to focus on them and takes her upstairs to meet the real group. There, she finds many private detectives. They explain that when her mother was killed, other murders happened nearby, and if Libby shares her full story, they might catch a serial killer. They show her all their research. An old man tells her the first key point. Her brother Ben is innocent. Both she and Ben were just kids back then. The police believed Libby when she claimed Ben did all the murders, so he was sent to jail. People assumed he worshipped the devil and never questioned it again. No one considered that the real killer might have been her father, who was never truly part of the family. Ben often caused trouble, but could never have committed these crimes. The man asks Libby what she remembers about the Chrissy case. Libby barely recalls anything. It happened when she was very young. The man explains that Chrissy spread rumors about Ben, claiming he tried to hurt her and wanted to sacrifice her to the devil. No one knows what was true. A woman confronts Libby, saying she ruined Ben's life and probably never realized how good he actually is. While in prison, Ben has become talented. He paints and has earned multiple degrees. Everyone blames Libby for his suffering, which upsets her. She begins to leave. The story shifts back in time. Ben is sitting with a group of kids who use drugs. He thinks if he joins them, other students won't bother him, and he'll appear tough. The kids initially reject him, asking why he wants to sit with them. One boy mentions that Ben worships the devil. Suddenly, the other kids think he's cool and let him stay. Meanwhile, we see Ben's mother, Patty. A man visits Patty and warns her that their land might be taken away because this year's crops are likely to fail. If the harvest doesn't succeed, they could lose their home forever. Patty becomes worried and stressed about their future. Back in the present, Libby returns to Lyle. He's surprised to see her again. Libby tells him she can now provide all the details about the case, but she wants more money. Lyle agrees to her terms. Next, Libby visits her brother Ben in prison. They are both happy to see each other. Ben shares that he is finishing his studies and will soon receive his diploma. Libby asks how he changed so much and if he now believes in God instead of the devil. Ben doesn't answer. She asks if he is angry at her for what happened, since he is in prison because of her. Ben says he isn't. He admits he resents many people, but not her. He explains that he was very young at the time and didn't realize how much his words in court would hurt. He thought claiming strange things would make him feared and special at school, but it backfired. He regrets lying. Libby asks why he never tried to tell the truth publicly. Ben stays silent. Frustrated by his refusal to speak, Libby loses her patience and leaves. The story flashes back again. Ben is with his girlfriend, Dendra. They are close and deeply in love. Dendra tells Ben that rumors are spreading at school. People say he worships the devil, drags girls into fields, hurts them, and sacrifices them. Ben insists it's all false, but Dendra is worried. Meanwhile, Patty talks to her sister about the land, worried that they might lose their fields. Ben and Dendra share another worry. Dendra is pregnant, and they plan to leave town to start a new life, though they have no money. One day, Ben talks to Dindra's brother for advice. He suggests asking Ben's father for money. Ben says his father has none, but her brother urges him to try anyway. He even mentions that Ben's father sells drugs and that Ben could earn a lot by helping. Back in the present, Lyle shares his research with Libby. The main accusation, that Ben worshipped the devil, is false. At the time, many kids acted strangely just to seem cool. Only one girl, Chrissy, accused Ben of forcing himself on her. But even that might be a lie. Libby starts investigating Chrissy. The story flashes back again. Patty is called to Ben's school. The staff tells her Ben tried to hurt a girl and that a case is being filed. Scared, Patty goes to Chrissy's house. Chrissy's father is furious. Patty asks Chrissy to tell the truth. In front of everyone, Chrissy claims Ben tried to hurt her. Patty goes home crying, blaming herself for not raising her children properly. She asks her sister to take care of the kids if anything happens to her. Her sister tries to comfort her. Back in the present, Libby finds Chrissy with Lyle. Lyle questions her, but Chrissy repeats the same story. Libby realizes Chrissy is lying. Lyle leaves the room, and Libby talks to Chrissy alone. She senses that Chrissy's father caused most of the family's problems. Libby asks Chrissy for her father's address. Chrissy demands $50, which Libby pays. Chrissy says she'll need time to get the address since she hasn't seen him in years, and she promises to share it soon. The story flashes back again. Ben's father, Runner, comes home and argues with Patty over money. He's addicted to drugs and angry. Patty says she has none, and Runner storms out. Back in the present, Libby begins searching for her father and discovers he is living in a factory. Libby goes to the factory to meet her father, Runner. At first, he doesn't recognize her, but when she explains who she is, he remembers. She asks him one question. If he really did anything, he should tell the truth. Runner insists he didn't do anything. He explains that the night he came near the house, he saw Dindra's brother's car and realized something bad was going to happen. Libby struggles to understand, since her memories of Dindra and Ben are unclear. The story flashes back. Ben brings Dindra and her brother to Runner, asking for money because Dindra is pregnant. Runner asks only one thing. Is the child really his? Ben starts to doubt. On the way back, Dindra's brother makes them all take strong drugs. Under the influence, they act violently, perform strange rituals, and even hurt animals. Ben is terrified. He is nothing like them. Back in the present, Libby visits Ben in prison and shares everything she has discovered. Ben tells her to stop digging and makes it clear he knows their father isn't the killer. He asks why she keeps returning to suspect their family. Libby admits that sometimes she feels she could hurt someone and thinks their family is full of bad people. Ben tells her that she's trapped in her own thoughts. He thought he was the prisoner, but she is trapped too. The story flashes back. Patty sits with Libby and her other sister, asking if they ever hurt Ben. They say no, but Ben lives strangely, with odd things in his room and strange diary entries mentioning the devil. Back in the present, Chrissy gives Libby her father's address. Slowly, Chrissy admits the truth. Ben never hurt her. At school, he treated her kindly, and she even liked him, but he loved someone else. Rumors spread, and she lied about him. Libby feels sadness for all her brother's suffering. In the past, Patty is approached by a man who claims he can fix the family's problems, but he has conditions. Back in the present, Libby and Lyle try to locate Dindra. They track down her brother and discover that Dindra has been missing for years. She changed her name, which is why no one could find her. Eventually, Libby finds Dindra. Dindra is happy to see her and says she always trusted Libby would come. Libby asks what really happened. Dindra lies, claiming she and Ben planned to run away, tried to steal money from Patty, and that Ben didn't return that night. She shows Libby a child, saying it is Ben's daughter. Libby, upset, goes to the bathroom. Seeing her mother's necklace, she realizes Dindra is lying. When Libby returns, Dindra's daughter attacks her, and she loses consciousness. The story flashes back to that night. Ben had returned home with Dindra, and she was stealing from their own house. Libby had seen them and screamed. Dindra tried to strangle her. Meanwhile, Patty is attacked by the same man who had visited her before. He is the serial killer who murdered her mother. Ben returns, sees his mother dead, and finds Dindra attacking Libby. He is furious and crying. Dindra tells Ben they can still get money from the insurance and that they must protect their child. She tells him to kill Libby to complete the plan, but Ben refuses. He hides Libby and tells her to stay safe before leaving the house. Back in the present, some people try to kill Libby, but she escapes cleverly. Lyle arrives soon after. The next day, he explains everything. Dindra is caught by the police. The serial killer who murdered Libby's mother was helping families collect insurance money. Libby's mother had agreed to it. The real criminal is Dindra. Ben will soon be released from prison. Libby visits Ben and asks why he never revealed the truth. Ben says he loved Dindra and didn't want her punished since she had his child. Libby stays quiet for a moment. Ben says he will be free soon and asks if they can live together as a family. Libby smiles and walks away. The story ends with Libby ready to start a new life with her family, finally free from the past.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.